Hey guys, head coach Robert Gray here, Victor Performance. We're going over our phase 2, week 1, day 5, COVID-19 home workout program. Okay, so we start out with band series and shoulder series. Again, those are going to be linked on the PDF. Otherwise, you can access them on YouTube or our Instagram. And then after that, we're going right into conditioning today. Okay, so we have 3 rounds for time of the 3 movements that you see below. After you complete 3 rounds, you'll record your time, and then you're going to rest twice as long as that took. So if it takes you 5 minutes, you're going to rest 10 minutes, okay? And then you'll repeat that set of work one more time. So you'll do 3 more rounds for a second time. Okay, the goal is that you have a faster time that second time through than you do the first time through your 3 rounds of work. Okay, so we want to get better in that second set, so to speak. So the 3 movements we have are, we have 75 4-count step ups, so you'll need a stair or some kind of step that you can step up and step off of. 3 10-yard bear crawl shuttles, so you'll need some place where you have roughly 10 yards of length. If you only have 5, that's okay, we'll just double the amount of work here, so we'll make it work based off of whatever you have available. And then 15 kettlebell swings, again, could be any household object, milk cartons, tool bags, a lot of options there. It could be, maybe it's a backpack if you can get the straps to work correctly. Okay, so we spoke a minute ago about, your second set here being faster than your first set. So the way that we're going to encourage that is your first set of 3 rounds, you're only going to be nasal breathing. Okay, that should slow you down a bit and allow you to be faster in that second round. And then our ISO hold finishers for the day, we only have 2 today, this being the end of the week. We have side plank for 60 seconds per side, and then ISO sumo good mornings for 90 seconds. Those will be really challenging for a lot of you guys on your groin, your adductors, kind of inside your legs there, and into your low back as well. So we'll want to be really conservative to start out in our positioning, and then as the time goes, we can hinge into it a little bit more, dropping our chest, pushing our hips back. Okay. All right, guys, coming up, you'll see some demonstrations of the movements in today's conditioning.
All right, guys, so you just finished your warm-up for the day. We're ready to go right into our conditioning, okay? So our conditioning is going to consist of 3 rounds of 75 4-count step-ups, 3 10-yard bear crawl shuttles, and then 15 kettlebell swings, okay? So we're going to complete 3 rounds of that work. Okay? At the end of that, we're going to record how long that took us. Let's just say it takes us 5 minutes, okay? At the end of that work, I'm then going to rest twice as long as that took me. So it took me 5 minutes, I'm going to rest 10 minutes, okay? During that 10-minute break, this is a great time for you guys to roll out, do some mobility, some movement work, just kind of getting into positions and ranges of motion maybe that we aren't in a lot, or just giving your joints some extra love and care, right? So really just what I'm saying is working on your mobility and your joint health, okay? Then at the end of your rest, which we said would be 10 minutes in this example, you're going to repeat your 3 rounds of that exact work. So 75 4-count step-ups, 3 10-yard bear crawl shuttles, and then 15 kettlebell swings, okay? The goal of this training session is that the second time you run through those 3 rounds, it's faster than the first time, okay? So the way we're going to kind of encourage that is our first 3 rounds, we're only allowed to breathe through our nose, okay? Then in that second 3-round set, we'll call it, you guys can breathe whatever feels natural, meaning that we can breathe through our mouth as needed, okay? So let's go over the 3 movements that we have. The 4-count step-ups, in the gym, we use our little, steppers that you see at any gym, right? But at home, we got to get a little creative. So if you have stairs, that's awesome. That's going to be perfect, okay? You got a curb outside, that'll work too, okay? I'm going to be creative in here just to kind of get into the spirit of it. I'm going to use my sled here that has kind of a little platform here. This is a perfect height for my step-ups, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, somewhere in there is going to be enough, okay? And then from here, our 4 count is just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 rep. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, going to 75. Okay? Again, remembering breathing only through your nose during that first 3 rounds. Okay? Then from there, we're going to do 3 10-yard bear crawl shuttles. So let's just imagine I have a 10-yard length here. Okay? You guys remember from day 2, a shuttle means down and back. Okay? So 1 rep will involve me bear crawling down and then bear crawling coming back. Okay? What I want you guys to focus on here, besides your execution, is that we're going to bear crawl going forward on our way out, and then we're bear crawling in reverse coming backwards. Okay? So you'll go for 10 yards. I'll show you just a couple steps here. Okay, 10 yards forwards, and then 10 yards coming back. Okay? Now you guys don't have to go super slow, but I don't want you to blow through this, right? So I want you to make sure you're going opposite hand, opposite foot with each step. Okay? We're keeping our knees low, and we're able to feel our abs supporting ourselves. Okay? So again, down and back is 1. You'll do 3 of those. Then we have 15 kettlebell swings. Again, in the spirit of being creative, I'm going to show you guys these swings with my tool bag here, okay? We could also do these with cartons of milk or water, okay? So if I'm doing it with my tool bag, both hands on, I'm starting in the hike position, okay? I'm in that pseudo hinge stance, okay? Hike it up. Okay? Or we can use our cartons of milk here. Got a little bit wider stance since I've got 2 objects here. Hike up. Okay? So those are just some options that you guys have to complete the movements in today's training. Once you've completed both sets of your 3 rounds of work, you're going to ISO finishers for the day. We have 2 today. Okay, first one is side plank. We'll hold for 60 seconds. Just like any plank variation that we do, we can scale this, make it a bit easier for us, or set us up for success by finding an elevation. So I've got my bench here. If I needed it, I could put my forearm on the bench and now successfully complete my 60 seconds of a side plank. Okay? Another way to do that would be bending the bottom knee, right? So if I'm going to be on my left arm, I'll bend my left knee and keep that left knee on the ground as I lift my hips. Okay? From here, we're holding for 60 seconds, finding our brace and squeezing our glutes. Okay? And then the second ISO hold for the day and the final movement for today's training session is an ISO sumo good morning. So sumo is just telling us that our feet are wide. Okay? And a good morning is another word for an RDL or a hinge. Okay? So my knees will bend just a little bit. I'm going to shoot my hips back and find a position that I feel like I can hang out in. Okay, if you'd like to reach your arms overhead, you can. Okay, you can let them dangle just so long as your spine stays long. Okay, we're just going to pull our abs in and we're bracing and breathing. Okay, a lot of you guys should feel your hamstrings pretty quick and getting into the insides of those legs a little bit as well. Okay, if you feel good and want to go a little wider and keep your legs a little straighter, that's okay too. So long as it doesn't put any undue stress or discomfort on your joints. Okay? Once you've completed your 90 seconds in that sumo good morning, you guys are done with your training for the week. Great job.